Welcome to the Wildcard Podcast. Three lifelong friends from Detroit bringing you our take on the NFL and our Detroit Lions. From the playground to the present, we've lived and breathed football together. This is the Wildcard Podcast.
NFL fans, Detroit Lions fans, you're listening to the Wildcard Podcast. Here with my boy Dewan and our X Factor Lloyd, and you listening to me, Keon. So we're going to hop right in. We got the NFL draft that just happened. We got the NFL draft special, and we're going to get into a lot of different topics. And, Lloyd, you want to kick us off? Dewan, you want to kick us off?
Well, did we learn anything this year about the NFL draft?
I will say that I learned that you have a really good insight on what might happen. You predicted a couple of things in this draft that I wasn't expecting. Number one being Jackson Dart going before Shedeur Sanders. Number two being Mariota. I think it's the 6'5" receiver that you really wanting to be the first one to go off the board. So, yeah. Also, with that being said, I do want to know how you feel about our new guy, Isaac TeSlaa. I don't know how to pronounce it yet, but
Tesla? I thought it was Tesla.
It looks like it's capital T-E, capital S-L-A-A, I think. And to me, that separates them because you know how my name is similar. Yeah, that's what I think it is. TeSlaa. But we'll see. We'll figure it out.
I'm calling him Tesla.
What do you think about him?
Me personally?
Yeah, what's your take on him?
I wanted a big body receiver. They didn't make me mad. They did not make me mad at all. Big body, 3.5. And my favorite part about him is not the fact that he's from Grand Rapids, Michigan, but he used to play quarterback. That's all I ask. Now I get it. J-Mo, he not going nowhere. We need him. But just like we had to humble the black man, we gonna make this a white man sport. We got Laporta at the tight end, even though he kind of short. And we got 6'4", a taller than Laporta, maybe about 50 pounds lighter, TeSlaa at a slot receiver slot. I'm happy. And we have another receiver that I used to put money on. I think our last pick in the draft was another receiver. We got our O-line problems that I didn't addressed. All of my problems that I complained about were taken care of. I'm happy. I'm waiting for the new Madden. Me, TeSlaa, 500 yards. St. Brown, I'm running him an out route. He might not catch the ball all game. Why? It's not my fault. It's my players down. I have clips for y'all. I want to show y'all the clips from my hooker at quarterback, Gibbs, Laporta, and Montgomery in the backfield at jumbo. I got my touchdown and my 2-point conversion clips for y'all whenever y'all ready. We're going to add that in the bonus clips later. But I'm happy about the draft. I like TeSlaa, and I like Keon. Do you know the other receiver? Well, who's the other receiver we just got, Keon?
The one from Georgia?
Yes, that's who he is. He's from, Georgia.
Levet.
Yeah, Levet. I can deal with him, too. So, do you guys know anything about Levet? Like, fun facts about him?
No, do you?
He is, when we were on fourth down and he punt the ball, he's out there and he's going to crack the shit out of the motherfuckers. He was a gunner.
Oh, nice. So he liked to hit.
Yeah, I can deal with this. And with the wine, how do you feel? Did you feel what you were saying you want get addressed to you?
I looking at the defensive tackle pick, I'm glad we got help on the D line. I wasn't upset about it. I was more so just thinking that they were gonna go for an edge, but it makes sense why they would go for if they thought that Tyleik was the best player at the time to pull instead of an edge, just the one that was available. I think it makes sense, right? Just because it's still on the D line, it's still gonna be an addition. So it had to go from there first. I think D-line or, we actually got enough corners right now. I really wanted Will Johnson, but his knee was making me feel like he was going to be at least around for us to grab. But then I didn't realize that I don't think we had a third or fourth round pick, or there was 2 rounds that we didn't have a pick. I'm pretty sure. Was it third and fourth or fourth and fifth?
Yeah, we traded away from some
I think it
silly
was
stuff.
fourth and fifth.
Fourth and fifth, yeah. So
Yeah.
Will Johnson was gone by then anyway. Not a second round to pick or anything. The offensive guard, I'm not upset about either. I feel like you can never be upset about a lineman when that's like, especially what you need on the defense. Like you can't be upset about it, especially if you get production out of them.
Have you guys seen his film?
I haven't.
Dewan, did you get a chance to see Tyleik Williams' film?
I haven't got a chance to look at it yet, but
Can you share his film? I want us to share his film together. The first 4 seconds. Yes. Yeah. So I guess why do you want an edge? Let's talk about what do we want in an edge rusher. Why do you want another edge?
The reason I wanted another edge is because I thought that having Aleem McNeil, having DJ Reader are good for plug in the middle. I understand that we were dealing with injuries. That's why I was okay with also bringing in Tyleik. I wanted an edge simply because I thought those two would be able to like man the center, and then have Aiden Hutchinson with some help on the other side.
What? Help doing what? That's what I want to know. Help doing what?
Help rushing the quarterback. We need.
Now, hold on. With that, leaving off of that, I want you to click his film.
All right. So you like it. You love it.
From what you wanted, which is someone that 1 second. Oh, snap. Second drop. Now he's on their ass. Depending on where he's at. Now, I want you to tell me. I feel like for what you just discussed, what you wanted, yeah. It'd be fucked up if you put lineup on the same side with him and Aiden too. If he right next to Aiden, it's a bad. I think he need to go on the other side of Aiden. I think he is what you wanted on the other side of the edge rusher and from a plug side, and he's still plugging stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that he was like a heavy run stop.
Did you see him? Did you see his film?
I didn't. I saw what they played on there. It looked like he was going crazy.
The first play, what did he play? What did he do?
I don't know what the first play is of what. Who is he playing?
Fast forward to our fans that are not able to use their eyes. He punches the F out of the other team's quarterback, and it's a consistent practice that he practices, and I'm fine with it. If that's his move on Madden. That's his move on Madden is punching the F out of the other team's quarterback in the face, like bull rush, like pile you on the ground. I like it a lot. And our wide receiver and the other wide receiver, I'm perfectly fine. 5 wide receivers said I just started to change run and shoot because no, I'm fine. We have 5 wide receivers now. Beautiful wide receivers too.
Yeah, I'm happy about wide receiver. I'm happy about Isaac. Overall, our whole draft, I'm happy about. I wasn't like upset. I don't think there's really anything we could have taken for me to be upset just because we're so stacked as a team in general.
So I guess we were mad that people don't trade up. Like, do we want him to trade up? Because now Matthew
do like 4 trades. He reached on like 4 of the picks, 4 or 5, they say, because he traded them. There's a lot of picks traded, but
yeah,
I feel like if you trading up like that, you know something.
Yeah, I feel like TeSlaa was not gonna be there.
No, like they must have been eyeing him going down the board, and then like, yo, he's still sitting there. He's still sitting there. Like, oh snap, we should probably just nab him right now before he get to this team. Maybe the Packers would have got him. Maybe the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
They like, nah, we just gonna trade up because this is a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, I mean, Ben Johnson must know something if he coming up to get somebody like he's done it before.
Speaking of which, who do you think won, or what would you guys rank? We got to play people twice. So, which set of rookies is the best set of rookies between the Vikings, the Bears, the Lions, and what's the other team? The Packers? The Swiss? I'm sorry, I'm just joking. It's bad. You can't talk
about Matthew Golden, and that's kind of messed up because
that's who we wanted.
We wanted him, and they usually draft receivers really well that stick around for
years. So we're gonna have to deal with Matthew Golden forever.
It's possible it could be a problem, but it could be the reason why we got all these corners. And we got all these corners. That's a lot of competition, and a lot of competition brings out the best in those players. So
It's gonna be a fun. So did we fill all of our positions?
I feel like we should have got a safety at some point. Maybe
Shedeur Sanders.
Or no, we did get never mind. We did get I just remember we got
Let me
Dan
raise
Jackson.
my hand. Let me raise my hand. I need to ask you guys. How do y'all?
Jackson.
Is this an answer to Deshaun Cooper? How do y'all feel about us on Madden probably having the only white safety?
The white safety. See, I was just talking about this with DeWan yesterday. I was like,
he was talking about this.
I was like, we got a white safety, and usually either the white safety is really, really, really trash and just never makes it, or he cold as fuck. And I was trying to think of all the white safeties that were playing and were in recent memory. And I came up with quite a few off the top of my head.
Nice.
But we do have Harrison Smith, who
that was the first person mentioned.
He wasn't the first, but the first one I mentioned was Eric Weddle.
That was your first. Who's the number one ranked?
The number one ranked. Well, on this list.
On your list.
Oh, on my list, it's John Lynch.
All right, that's what I was asking.
That boy was crazy.
Yeah, he was crazy. It's John Lynch. But playing right now, you got Harrison Smith, Eric Weddle. Yup. Harrison Smith, you can't tell if he white or not, but I looked into
Weddle is the Dolphins.
He went to Catholic church. I was like, he's a white boy. You can tell.
Is that correct? Yeah. Is Weddle the Dolphins?
He's on the Ravens right now, but he don't start. Or no, excuse me, no, the Rams.
He got the Ravens right?
The Ravens just added another person to just be part of their attack list on the defense with the safety.
They always get good safeties too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hyped for ours. And he went to Georgia. Like I was saying, we should either get players from Georgia or Alabama, just pipeline them all the time.
How do you feel about us getting Ohio State guy?
Man, it's all good.
I'm good with it. You need to go clack some.
They lost 4 times.
How do you feel about all of our people that we playing got people from Michigan? All of everyone.
They in Michigan, they in Detroit. We'll be straight. You know what's up. Plus, Ohio State lost the last 4 years, so they can't say nothing.
I will say with the Bears draft this year that
who won the draft?
They aren't better. I'm gonna be laughing. It's because they're not gonna get better. If they're not better this year, they're not gonna get better. Mark my words. It's gonna be a minute.
Does anyone that anyone in the division picked make you feel at least uneasy about while playing Madden, or just having to go know that we have to play them? Like TJ Hockenson, we traded him. I just like TJ, blah blah blah. But all right, whatever. Who is going to be more of an impact than TJ Hockenson at this time? Who just got drafted?
I'm worried
people
about
that
Matthew
were picked
Golden.
in our division. Yeah, Matthew Golden will probably be it. Now, who knows? Terrion Arnold could just be wildly successful this year and just lock him down for their whole career. You know what I mean?
What about the 6'6" tight end that the Bears just got?
Colston?
Yeah.
Or
where he from?
Loveland.
Shit, I thought he was from Michigan. Why you playing?
He is from Michigan.
Isn't it the U of M one?
Yeah, tight end. He a beast. I watched
him play. If it's a U of M tight end, that could be dangerous.
He
could be used like Laporta.
He was top 2 tight ends, but they took him number 1 tight end overall.
And I think they would compared him to Laporta too. That's the sad part.
They did.
He was the star.
They gave him Tyler Eifert comparison, but they say he also kind of looks like Laporta.
Yeah, Loveland was the star player on Michigan last year as a tight end. So that says a lot.
I wish we would have picked him. Well, no, I like TeSlaa. I'm sorry, he's fast and he's good. He's gonna be good, and he's good for our brand. It's definitely politically sound. Who who's gonna do better than the second? Who is that was undrafted is gonna do better than someone drafted in the second round?
Come on,
Oh,
people undrafted. Say that again.
who wasn't drafted in the first round is going to do better than people that were? Is that what your question?
Yes.
I mean, you got to say Shedeur Sanders, honestly.
I mean, y'all
Who
know
is he
the
gonna do
deal.
better? Who's gonna do better than? How fast is he gonna do better than Dylan Gabriel starting within five
Yo,
on team?
isn't that crazy though? Like both my QBs on the same team.
Oh, you were Dylan Gabriel too?
Yeah, I was saying he was my sleeper aside from Shedeur because I could
Oh,
think he could sling it. I didn't fuck with Jackson Dart or Cam Ward or really any other QBs. I hate Will Howard.
Because he
So he
went to
got drafted
Ohio.
to the Steelers in the sixth round.
speaking of Ohio, were any of these theories part of the possible? Were they attached to any of the situations that happened in Cleveland? Was the humble him strategy implemented at all? Speculation suggests teams believe Shadir needed to prove himself without the immediate reward of high draft pick. There's a Dion effect. Concerns about drafting Deion Sanders' son possibly brings Deion's media attention. There's a system quarterback label. Some scouts question, because the whole every black quarterback got super, super, super wheels. In terms of the Kyler Murrays, the Lamars, everyone has wheels. Shadur he's a Brett Favre. Let's not go. Let's keep going. Does the
Yeah.
Cleveland conundrum happen, which is the Browns don't really have the most patience for quarterbacks. So when you send them to the court, I mean, it's not going to be a graveyard. It could be a graveyard. It could be wonderful. They got 7 quarterbacks dang there. But has any of those applied in that situation? Did you just did all of them happen? You got humbled, and now you're in Cleveland. Now you really got to fight your way out. And after fighting his way out, what do you think? Stay in Cleveland? Now he's a superhero of Cleveland. Who else is coming to Cleveland? Or is he going to be floated away? They can trade one of them. They've got to become great money makers later on.
I like Keon Lee with this one.
Listen to me. Shedeur is going to take them to the top, and it's BS that they did any of this in the first place because we all know there's been quarterbacks drafted who aren't great, like Mitch Trubisky got getting drafted before Patrick Mahomes.
Oh wow!
Thought that was a good idea. They thought letting Shedeur drop was a good idea. People thought, you know, that he is not the right guy because of his personality. It's like, yo, you need that. You got to have this brash confidence if you're going to be leading a franchise that's shit to the promised land. You can't be a bottle of water. You can't be soft. Not to mention, just because he doesn't scramble around, the game is won from the pocket. Like the GOAT Tom Brady even proves that he wasn't a scrambling QB. And then they're trying to, use finally pull the black card and reverse it where it's like, oh, you're a black QB who doesn't run. Like, nah, it's a problem. When Lamar Jackson didn't even get drafted, he almost didn't make it out of the first round.
Because he could run.
And because he could run and he's a better thrower, but he could run. And, so they always got something to say. Shedeur don't fight his way up the charts. This was all fuel for motivation. And, the whole thing gonna be legendary.
I love that. I actually feel like um I feel like it was crazy. I definitely feel like just watching it that there was some sort of personal thought process going on between the NFL ownership and um the Sanders. Because I mean, the thing is, it's like if he's projected to go this high, you got people like was it Mel Kiper? People that are like actually upset about this, and they're just like, no, like this is wrong. This has never happened. It actually statistically proves that NFL does not do a good job on who they draft and stuff like that. Like if you go and look at the stats. Um, but you know, I do agree. I think Shedeur handled it well by still being excited about getting drafted, going to the Cleveland Browns, which so many other teams could have got him and passed up on him multiple times. It's like if I'm Shedeur Sanders, I'm going in there, I'm balling out, but I'm still by myself. Like I don't care who the Browns drafted me. They passed me up a lot before they drafted me. Like, so
Exactly.
when the time comes for the contracts to be signed, remember they paid Deshaun Watson. Just remember that.
Exactly.
And remember, he changed the landscape of how much quarterbacks get made. And I think that Shedeur Sanders needs to be the next one to do that if he resigns with Cleveland. And if he doesn't resign with Cleveland, then he should have his pick of who he wants to play for. And I just think for the rest of his career, you just know that, you know, it's business. Like, it's not like, and all these players should look at it like this. Like, the only reason they draft you is because they either like you as a person, because you can still be ass and still make a contract every year because they like you, or you're just gonna be a beast and they gotta pick you regardless. You know what I'm saying? Or you could be good and they just will, try to try to break you down a little bit by, you know, waiting to pick you up. And then when they go in the press conference, they're like, yeah, nothing's going to be given to him. He's going to have to fight through it like everyone else. There's no reason to even bring that up. I feel like every quarterback in the NFL does that
Was that like
every
that?
week.
I think
So,
he did. I really feel as though that I didn't even know about that. That is new to me. I didn't hear that. But that was really like, we're not gonna have sex tonight. That was really like, what's the name? I think one, you know,
They were in a group
right.
chat.
Yeah.
All the owners. I bet they were in like a group text talking about it.
oh, before the game for sure. I mean, like they all are chatting in general. I mean, not before the game, before the draft. They're all chatting and they all being like, "Hey, uh, this is who I want, or this is who I want to trade up to get, or and they're willing and dealing." So they're having conversations, and I
Yup.
guarantee you, across the board, somewhere along the lines, everybody was like, "Yeah, we ain't taking Shedeur,"
Cleveland was like,
until
we gonna get him.
yeah, and they probably was like until after until third day, probably it was when they was like, "Don't draft him till third day," and it probably just think about this. It's only 32 people that got to make that decision.
Right. That's what
There
I'm
ain't
saying. And they
nobody
all
else
in
that
one
can.
chat, like,
Yeah,
yo, let's all make a pact. Just don't draft whoever gonna take Shedeur, just don't do it till day 3. Do whatever
exactly.
you gonna do, but just don't do it till day 3.
We got to send a message that you can't just decide what team you go to. We the
And
NFL.
and they like, yeah, you are right. We should send a message.
They don't want another Eli in the Manning situation because the thing is, if the Sanders do it, then they just open up the floodgates for anybody else to come through and do it afterwards. So they had to make an example out of somebody, and I think that was
Bro,
it.
he came in the game. I mean, he come in the game like flexing, to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
He got his number retired. He took Colorado to a bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
They were garbage the first year he got there. And so they flipped it around. And I think they even won the chip at Jackson State right before they came to Colorado. So I mean, even though he's only had one person be his coach his whole life, I think that'll be a cool barrier to overcome, which even adds more to his game. Uh,
Yeah, I agree.
I think this is all gonna lead to him in the future becoming legendary by taking the Browns to winning the division title, something they haven't done since the
Man,
70s.
yes, bro. You need to take that starting job right now.
And then you're gonna
Mini
have to pay
camp,
the man.
take that job, bro, before it even
Yeah.
happens. Make sure you get out there and make sure everybody know. It doesn't even matter to make sure anyone knows who's the best, because all you got to do is play like you are and know who you know that you are. I don't think um Dylan Gabriel is gonna take that, and we already know the people that are already there ain't gonna do it either. So
And then, yeah, because Joe Flacco, You telling me when you play Madden and you log on, you're gonna look at that depth chart on Cleveland and let Joe Flacco start?
No, 0% chance for me.
So
Somebody playing with Joe
there we go.
Flacco and I'm playing against the Bears. Oh my gosh, I'm picking them apart, bro. I'm sending blitzes like left and right.
And there we go. And that's what the conundrum Cleveland will be in. Shedeur might get thrown in the fire. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm calling it.
What do you mean?
I'm not saying he gonna win it this year, but I'm saying he gonna get thrown in the fire. Probably it's gonna be like week 9. They gonna look like shit, and they gonna be like Shedeur. Well,
they gonna put him in randomly.
It's time. Here we go.
You think Joe Flacco starts the season?
Yup, because they're dumb. I told you the Browns are stupid. Remember, they passed on Travis Hunter just to get more draft picks and used more of their draft picks to pick Shedeur Sanders.
Quarterbacks when they could have just used.
You could have just got Travis Hunter if you knew you was gonna get Shedeur Sanders.
Man, that would have been crazy. I understand
that.
I understand the wanting to have the dynamic on defense with Myles Garrett, and because didn't they get Abdul Carter?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can't say that was a bad.
Joe Flacco. Wait, Joe Flacco.
Would you? I would take. I mean, Abdul Carter. I think if they knew they could get him.
I'm sorry. He went to the Giants. They picked Mason Graham, the defensive tackle.
Oh, so they didn't see. And Mason Graham is good. Like I know,
Yeah,
I've heard his name. I know he's gonna be a beast. But yeah, no, Browns did need more. I'm not mad that they traded. I think the Jaguars made a great decision. Give Trevor Lawrence some more weapons. He
needed.
And I can't get mad at the Browns because I felt like they needed more roster spots in general. And the fact that now that they do got Shedeur too, like in the 5th is crazy for any team to have picked him up in the 5th is crazy. That's why I'm still shocked that for 2 days straight, all the teams you thought he was going to go to, Steelers, Saints, just Giants all passed up on him multiple times. So
listen to
crazy. Had to make off for that.
The Seahawks, the Raiders, and the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
Especially the Saints for taking Tyler Show. You're all fucked.
They did take Tyler.
Be in limbo. You're all screwed. This is going to be the curse of Shedeur. You're all screwed. All your teams will be in limbo, and you're not going anywhere again.
Yeah.
You heard it here first from me.
And that prank call to Shedeur, not cool. I don't like that. Especially if the cell phone was given by the league. So the league gives people that are getting drafted a phone.
Right.
It's not like they got Shedeur's number and somebody prank called him because somebody gave out his personal number. No, that's somebody from inside the organization, which I've listened to.
Was it John Morton? It wasn't. It
was Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons defensive coordinator, I think.
It was Arthur Blank. He looks like an Italian mobster running a football team.
Yeah, it looks like his son got a hold of his quote unquote iPad or saw his iPad, and it was Shedeur Sanders' number just so happened to be open on there.
Wow. And, it was Arthur Blank.
And then so that they ended up prank calling him, and like the kids come out and apologize publicly. It was under investigation for NFL too, because I didn't realize that they sent him that phone, but seeing that footage like that, honestly, like if you weren't on Shedeur's side at that point, you should be at this point because that ain't right.
I wonder if he can sue for harassment.
NFL trying to flex, man. This is what I was saying.
Yeah, get out there.
They all in on it. They knew exactly what they were doing. Talking about we gonna look into it. That's like the cops saying, yeah, we'll come and investigate the noise disturbance here in a minute.
Yeah, apparently they said ain't nothing was happening about it. They're not gonna discipline it or anything.
It just so happened like the screen was unlocked for the 30 seconds when it times out, and the backlight was still on, and then it was just on the phone and it was on contacts, and it happened to be on Sanders' name.
Doesn't that sound like a horrible girlfriend that just cheats every day?
Exactly. I just ended up in his bed. I don't know how. I went to his house because I got in the car and I just kept putting clothes on. And then once I got there, we just took my clothes off and I couldn't stop. Like, what? Like,
Yeah.
the NFL trying to hit us with the oldest trick in the book, and I'm not falling for it. They know what they were doing. They trying to silence my boy, and they can go to hell.
Yeah, that's trash. It's trash. That's weak. I hate that. I hate that. And I'll just say one more thing. I mean, overall, how do you guys feel like, because it's funny, right? If we want to go back to the draft, because this bigger story about this whole weekend was Shedeur Sanders not going in the first round, then the NFL draft itself. Like, people who don't know football don't know that Cam Ward went first. Like, they just probably know that Shedeur didn't get picked in the first. Like,
Right.
which is crazy. So I think that's another reason that the NFL had a reason to, you know, do what
Cam
happened.
Ward was cool, he just he seemed like he had more of like I'm like very humble. I just want to work. I'm just trying to practice, get it in, get my job done and
They'll pay him.
move
They feel
on.
better. They feel better paying him $100 million. You know what I mean? He ain't never seen
Yeah.
$100 million. So it's
They
like,
trying to poster boy him.
yeah, that's the story that they want to put to the world.
He
NFL
like
is paying the young black man.
Jason, he like safe like Jason Tatum,
Hmm.
and Shedeur out there
They
like
talking
Dennis
about he come
Rodman.
with his own brand. He said, "Damn, the NFL chain not even as big as Shedeur chain." They said
Right.
he already see 100 M's. Now you gonna give him
His
100
dad
another
already
100 M's.
right. His dad already million. Like when you born from a millionaire, it's like, and I'm quarterback. How you think I'm gonna act? Like he's acting exactly like I would expect somebody as a Deion Sanders son to act.
Hmm.
With my daddy been the coach my whole life, and I'm the quarterback. Man, damn
Yeah.
right, I'm wilding out. And I
Speaking
Um,
got
of speaking
brothers.
of wilding out, which Lions rookie do you think will make the biggest noise that nobody outside of Detroit sees coming? And and give me a real stat line prediction for this season too.
I want to see 12 sacks this year from our first round defensive tackle, Tyleik Williams.
12 sacks.
That's a good pop.
That'd be crazy. You just know you hit.
That's a yeah, that's Pro Bowl shit. We need it.
We had eight. He had 8.5 at Ohio State, and Big Ten is supposed to be pretty good with 15 tackles for loss.
And he didn't have.
I think he got Caleb Williams that he can slam around. You got McCarthy, he can slam around. Like there's no and Jordan Love, there's really no. I mean, obviously you got to go through the linemen that they got, but it's not like we're dealing with a cadence pro anymore, like Aaron Rodgers or anything
Yeah.
like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like there's more opportunity for it.
Yeah, I'm with it. I hope we do it. I hope he puts Jordan Love and especially Caleb Williams in the dirt. And he'll probably break McCarthy in half in the second game. I'm trying to do, or I'm trying to go for Isaac TeSlaa. He's going to get 3 touchdowns, and they're all going to be. There's going to be a deep bomb to showcase his speed. There's going to be a pass that he throws to show that he used to play quarterback,
Ooh,
and he's going to score one on a reverse, JMO style.
I like that.
Wow.
I like that.
Hopefully, people call us like 8 months later. Oh my god, I played your parlay, man. I got $9 million.
That'd be awesome.
No, that'll happen in the season, not in one game. But
Yeah, in the
I
season
got
for
him
sure.
doing I got him getting 3 touchdowns for sure. He's gonna
You can
crack the
bet on
lineup at some point.
you
Um
can bet on the season.
I would place that bet. I would place that bet. I feel like some of our receivers, with how we use them doing yards after the catch and doing tight throws, they could get injured. So I feel
Hmm.
like he'll end up playing uh maybe 10 games, 8 to 10 games, and get those 3 touchdowns. So I'm
Speaking
calling
of
it.
speaking of injury, just in case Jared Goff gets a paper cut when he's sending off his Hollywood documents, does the presence of Hendon Hooker, even though I believe he was a wonderful #1 quarterback, and I'm not sure why don't Jared Goff just take the year off and just go to Hollywood for a year? Does him being there, and if he was not there, would we have got another quarterback? Does any regrets come to either one of y'all's mind at all, or no? You're fine with our current #2 quarterback position,
I
No, we
think we
good.
need
We
a
got the
backup.
hooker.
If
huh?
Hooker is still doing good, then we're good. But I haven't seen enough from him to even know. I mean, I seen the preseason games last year, but I don't know. I just
Let's see what these preseason games look like. Like, Jared
Oh,
Goff gonna
good
play
point.
one snap,
hmm
and then
Okay,
you
I can do
know,
that.
it's Hendon Hooker last year was balling out in the preseason, but he never slid when he scrambled,
No, I think
and
he's an
he
awesome
ended up
quarterback.
getting hurt. So he could be cold, but he just dumb. You know what I mean?
No, no,
Like
yeah.
just
Are you guys
dumb.
familiar
Like he
with
do
his film?
dumb rookie shit,
Yeah, for
like
sure.
never sliding.
Have you guys seen him in college or are familiar with his college life?
I seen his college tape. Like he was dropping deep bombs,
You
and
know,
he seems like the perfect like QB to set up JMO more than like Jared Goff. Like I don't know if he hitting that play action
deep,
seam
deep,
to Laporta, but he can hit that bomb to JMO that we
because
always look for, and it's right in the basket, not making JMO stretch out or anything or slow down. Like it's right in his
it gives
basket.
you that perfect basket.
Yeah, so he don't
And
got
then
to
some deep.
adjust because JMO is flimsy. So when he started wobbling and shit, he gets bobbly with the ball, but he's good at dropping in the breadbasket, and that's why I think we got him. But he just gotta stay healthy, #1. Like
You guys familiar with
especially getting
his
healthy
health
because he
his health
got blew
record?
out the year before that,
You hear me?
huh?
Do you guys know about his health? Like his senior year?
Yeah, yeah, that's what
Okay.
I'm saying. Like he got injured every time he played with us so far, all the way up until that college thing. He been hurt, so it's like, nigga, are you ever gonna play? Like, we drafted you. Like, we can't even see if you good because you don't play.
And I think he is good. I think he's really great. I think he's phenomenal. I don't know why
Like, and that's the threat we need for Jared Goff to be better. On
that's
top
not
of
no.
him
We could have
being in the
got shit.
air.
We could have got shit. We could have traded. Um, I like our team. I wish Carlton was still here. But whatever. I think we're good. More depth. I think we're good. I like the Georgia line. I like the Ohio State defense line. We gotta get Carter East for all of them.
We got 3 Georgia players and
Who's your
one
wide?
player from LSU, and
Who's your
that's SEC player. That's 4 SEC players.
So what's your wide receiver lineup right now? Your 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 wide receivers.
It's still the same. I'm just putting TeSlaa at 5.
Patrick or TeSlaa at 5. If you need to run a fly route.
I'm putting TeSlaa because he probably gonna get the shitty corner.
So Tesla's 4 or 5.
He's 5. Khalif Raymond 4. Tim Patrick 3. St. Brown or JMO 2. St. Brown 1.
So is Laporta on the field?
Uh, if I'm talking about wide out specifically.
You got his scores.
If I'm putting out a 5 in general, I'm not putting Khalif Raymond in. I'll put TeSlaa in at the 4. If I'm putting Laporte at the 5.
So Gibbs is sitting down this play.
Yeah, we don't need get we no, he don't need to be out there blocking. We gonna sling it. Somebody getting open.
Who do you think is open first?
St. Brown all day.
Yeah, I see.
And I'm bombing it to JMO. I'm pump faking it to TeSlaa. No, I take that back. I'm pump faking it to JMO and bombing it to TeSlaa.
So who has a better season, Lad McConkey or TeSlaa? Sorry, if that's improper.
McConkey. McConkey gonna ball out. I want to call him Lamahunky so bad. Like I want that to be his catchphrase, his
some girl will
catch
come with his
name.
shirt.
Lamahunky, oh my god, I love you. My name's McConkley.
So I got a question. Do you guys know who Charles Njoku is?
Is that David Njoku's brother?
I think so.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think so. I'm asking simply because it's his younger brother. Wide receiver. He's the younger brother of Miami tight end David. So
yeah, he used to be on the Browns.
I like how David, yeah, he did. So he was drafted by the Lions on the Madden 26 trailer that I saw, which got me hyped, which Madden does every year. And they did it at a good time when the draft happened to make you want to spend the money, because of the NFL hype. I was just looking and I'm like, this dude's 6'5", like 200 pounds. And I'm like looking on the internet. I'm like, what happened? Because it looked like he went to UCLA. It looks like, he's supposed to be getting drafted at some point soon. Maybe he is part of the class next year. But have you guys seen that Madden 26 trailer?
No, I'm excited.
No, I haven't. I did see NCAA 26, and I don't know. For some reason, I'm interested.
Yeah, I had fun with it. The 25. Like when I first got it, I was like, all right, yeah, this brings back the nostalgia for me, and like, just another football game. But once you get into like recruiting and like, building your own team and position changes and, trying to fight for recruits, it's pretty dope. So I'll definitely be looking forward to playing it this year. But yeah, y'all should check out that Madden 26 trailer because the Detroit Lions are making headlines and the Commanders being used in commercials because they out here. We pop in.
Which one?
I'm only gonna look at it because the Lions in it. Other than that,
I'm looking at it now.
I'm not falling for the Madden. They're not sucking me in for my $60 this time. I'll fall for NCAA though.
Honestly, I was like, wait, who is this wide receiver? I'm like, did we get this wide receiver? And I'm like,
what if they send you a free one?
If they send me a free one?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll try it if they send me a free one, but I'm not buying it. They're not getting my $60. I'm not giving them money for Madden. I'll give them money for NCAA, but not Madden.
We drafted Njoku too?
No, I thought we did. It's
no,
just
this fake.
The video game made it look like that is what was happening.
Njoku trying to get him.
This is all footage. This is all footage from the game.
No, the footage is real life, but they
No, I think this is all video game. I think this is video game footage.
Man, that would be nuts. I don't think so.
That's what I was thinking.
You thought it was video game?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. Like this part of the Madden story.
I'm pretty sure this is all AI generated stuff.
Damn, that looks so freaking real, bro.
They probably this is how they trying to show it to you. Like Charles Njoku trying to get himself signed. He put me on the Madden. Put me on the Madden game engine.
And on Indeed, it was an Orlando job application for AI specialists and all the positions. It was like 5 different positions. I applied for like 4 of them. They were all oriented around like AI face building, AI construction of existences. So they're really going super powerful, like image to video games. So what took them months to do on a single project is now taking like 1.5 days. So this is, I think, all video game footage from EA Sports.
It's crazy. I hope that they bring back another story mode type deal where there actually is a story involved in it. I thought that was fun, but I'm also the type of person that likes to play storyline games. So
it seems like that's what they're trying to portray in this trailer.
That would be sweet. I get it simply for that.
I did pause the trailer after 1minute and 22 seconds. I paused the trailer, so I shouldn't have done that. Maybe this is the intro of the game, but I definitely paused the trailer, and I forgot I was watching the trailer.
Once the Lions part's done, you forget. But no, if you hear the audio, it kind of helps you too.
Yeah, it could be. It shows him now, having all these rings and Super Bowl championship in the background of his room. So this could be telling us that, it's going to be maybe,
Real
rookie
franchise
to
base.
retirement focus.
Mm-hmm.
Like really
Legacy.
be looking at you going, developing your career throughout
Yeah,
the
which is why
season.
it was great back in the day when you were doing it. Like, you was bringing it back, you know.
One of the
Yeah, they
comments
need
says,
to.
"Well, that was a bunch of nothing, huh?"
Yeah, the comments roast him, man. Some of them you can tell the Commanders fans are happy because they in there too, and we're happy because we're finally being
Yeah,
shown.
we got a shout
Can I
out.
just get a college football 26 trailer?
But they showed us the first. So if you missed the first 2 seconds of this video, you would miss the Detroit Lions.
Yes, you got it. It's like literally the first thing. It's just him getting drafted by the
Bro,
Lions.
yo, this dude said, bro, can we get a halftime show? New announcers, post game show, maybe the ESPN license? Like, damn, same shit every year. And yes, no cap. We buy it every year. What choice we got? And please don't say it because you know damn well we buying after talking shit.
It sucks because we want to play with the players that we love and the sport that we love, but EA Sports does have that contract on a stranglehold, so there's no
Well,
competition. You know,
Travis Hunter gonna be a 99.
his rookie year,
I'm calling, yeah, he gonna be
he's
a
gonna start the
99
game in
speed.
'99.
Yep, he'll be 99 speed, 99 catch, 90,
Yeah,
99 overall, and then like halfway through the season when he breaks the game, he gonna be 100.
they never let a rookie come out with higher than 85, though, right?
Travis Hunter
Who's gonna
came into the game.
Who's
They
gonna
ne-
have the highest catch
Travis
uh,
Hunter.
versus Patrick on the Detroit Lions draft class this year?
Travis Hunter.
You talking about Patrick versus the rest of our receivers?
Patrick versus the freshman that just came in and got drafted.
Oh,
How secure is his spot right now?
He
uh,
got this year. He only on a 1 year deal, so
yeah. I mean, he's
he got
filling
this year.
in a role. You know, I
Yeah.
think that
Yeah,
he will
definitely.
continue to fill in that role. And you know what? The Lions are the type of people that be like, hey, you know what? We got, Isaac, he's taken off. We want you to transition into the wide receiver coach. That's something the Lions would do. You know what I mean?
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Or, what if he ball out and they're like, yo, if you ball out, we'll keep you around a little bit longer, maybe another year or two. We got this rookie we want to groom. We want you to teach him, but also, you keep producing even though you got somebody come behind you, we'll keep you around.
2nd and 17.
Yeah.
I'm still chucking it to Tim Patrick. Still chucking it. I'm doing a post.
Hell yeah.
Tim Patrick is still safe. He's got Jared Goff trust. Like he's still safe. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. And especially he's got the nobody's looking for him element too. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Like he's a baller, but because he's been hurt so much, they forget that he's on the field. And
yeah,
then next thing you know, he just standing in the end zone like, "What up? Hey."
yep. Cooking corners, low key, and just like, yo, I'm open.
Yep.
And it's just like, yo, how's he open? It's like you forgot he can actually run routes.
Yep. Crazy.
Which Detroit Lions is likely to have a position change next? First, rather. If there was going to be a position change in Detroit Lions, which person would it be?
Within the organization, like somebody that's like on
Player.
defense, changed to a different spot on defense.
Yeah. From kicker to a punter.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
I'm trying to think like who's the athlete on our team. I'd probably take Panay Sewell and try him at
Running
defensive
back.
line.
I'm just
Running back. I would try Panay Sewell at defensive tackle.
That'd be nasty.
Yeah, I would try him at defensive tackle.
And then
See what happens.
put DJ Reed at lineman.
I'll put him at right next to him.
Oh, I mean, should we put DJ Reed at O-line?
Oh God, no. He's too fat.
I'm
Too
going
fat.
inside and I'm changing Panay Sewell to defensive tackle on Madden tonight.
See what happened. DJ Reader gonna get you stuffed, bro. If you put him at right guard,
Yeah, his footwork ain't like
wide. Yeah, like
Yeah.
he's trying to put his gravity on you. I don't think he can withstand the gravity coming at him like that.
that. Fullback. I'm just kidding.
Fullback,
I'm kidding.
maybe. Hey, he might knock one player out. You probably get one good block from him.
Only power O at the
Yeah,
middle.
only you get one pancake for sure out of him.
I formation. Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be ugly.
Yeah.
Yo, I wonder if you could put Branch at slot receiver.
But would you want to? He loves hitting, bro. And he be smacking people. I don't think I would want him to move in the offense.
I just wonder if he could do it though. I wouldn't want to move him, but I wonder if all that skill translates to route running and catching passes from golf.
Could move St. Brown over to slot corner.
Bro, I'm putting St. Brown at corner for sure.
He'd be smacking people.
Could Brian Branch play running back if we were in a pinch?
Mac. That's what we got Sion Vaki for. He plays safety and running back.
Yeah. He'd be. I think he's gonna be coming out.
That's the guy we need to worry about. Like,
I think this year he might be coming out.
Yeah, bro. Like, that's still the dark horse from last year's draft where I'm like, yo, this is the guy.
Yeah.
Like, you think J-Mo is a unicorn. Sion Vaki is the unicorn.
Yeah.
Could Aiden Hutchinson play tight end?
Hell no. He's too. You see how he fucked up his leg? He too wild. Like, he need to calm down. Like, I love that he has a high motor, but he be like jumping around and flailing and shit. It's like, bro, you gotta just get a couple more moves and calm down. Like, he's too eccentric.
Yeah.
I think that's how he got hurt, because he jumped up in the air. Came down and snapped his tibia and his fibia.
Yeah, I hate that, man.
Yeah.
Hate seeing that.
He got to get a couple hands swim. He got to get a couple of hand moves, some swim moves, and less jumpy.
Mm-hmm. Well,
but I think he gets smacked at tight end.
Yeah. Well, you guys got any other topics? We got.
All
right.
Shedeur to the promised land. He's taking the Browns and winning a division title within 3 years.
All right, bet. You heard it here first.
Dethroning the Ravens. The Ravens will get dethroned by the Browns.
For sure. Cool. All right. I guess that means we'll wrap up this episode right after the draft. Still want to leave it off by saying I was definitely impressed by the Lloyd knowing about Jackson Dart, because I had no idea, especially them picking him and trading up for him, and then sitting there and being like, "Oh, it's about to be Shedeur," and it's not. And I'm just like, "What?" And then like after that, kind of just looking at seeing when he's gonna go. Like anytime you check the draft tracker, doing your own life stuff, you look at it. You're really looking for one game to pop up, and he's still there.
Stayed up for 2 days to watch the draft and woke up every morning. One of the things almost got me. Like, I woke up every morning checking and thinking it had one more. The second morning I woke up and it was like Shedeur Sanders to the Jets. And I was like, yes, and I can start my day. And then I got to work, and then it popped up on this TV screen that we have, and it was like the slide of Shedeur Sanders. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? What? And then I checked my phone, and I realized what I looked at was a day 2 mock draft headline. And it was worded a certain way.
Yep.
And he really didn't get according to that article, he really didn't get picked by the Jets. That's what they were projecting. And I'm like, I was in a mind fuck for 2.5 hours.
Can only imagine, dude.
I really thought he was on the Jets. So I was like, I called it. I said that. I knew he would back up Justin Fields and end up with Aaron Glenn. I start having this whole narrative in my head, and it was never real.
Yeah. I will leave this saying that I do feel bad for Shedeur that he has to play in Cleveland because fuck Ohio.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold, and it ain't nothing cool there. Like,
Ain't
at least
nothing.
Detroit.
It's about to be
Detroit
boring as hell.
Yeah, at least
hate
we
that shit.
got cool shit to do when it's cold. It ain't shit to do in Cleveland. That's why Deshaun Watson touch your massage therapist.
That's why I'm leaving it here saying ball out for 4 years and after that go where you want to go, bro.
So with our draft, do we have enough power here? Does Jonathan, what's his name? Jared Goff. Yes.
Jared Goff.
Does he have enough weapons right now?
We're going to Super Bowl.
Jared Goff has a lot of weapons right now.
Super Bowl.
Does he need streakers? Does he need people to come distract for a couple minutes and run on the field and to cut the show off?
No, that's what he got the super hot model wife for, who's on Sports Illustrated. Like, now it's time to go and win the Super Bowl.
All right, I'm fine. I'm happy we have Jared Goff. I really am. I'm wishing the best of his times as creating here.
Dude, all I'm saying is, do you want Joe Flacco to be your starting quarterback when you play Madden?
Now, who are you putting in? Now,
that's all I'm saying.
So Shedeur's accuracy got to be 96. If we're gonna give him, so whose accuracy, whose power is more, Shedeur or Goff's? That's what I want to know.
Bro, Shedeur
Or Dylan Gabriel or Goff's power, throw power.
I don't know about that, but
accuracy.
I haven't seen, or they're probably about the same, but I haven't seen enough of Dylan Gabriel to compare him to Goff like that. But I've seen enough Shedeur. He throws a better ball. He has a better bullet.
Play action. Do you feel comfortable doing play action?
Goff.
Right, yeah, Goff all day.
Goff all day on the play action.
Especially when that dude from the Seahawks hit him and thought he still had the ball. And the ball was long gone. I was at that game and I was like, he ain't even got the ball. And I could see that from up in the stands.
Yeah, I think that Goff, like, that's like his bread and butter. Like, he's really good at selling the play fake and threading needles on timing, threading the needle in zones and on timing routes. I feel like Shedeur is just different with just making that big throw in a very, very big situation. Like, I feel like that dude just never looks like he's rattled. Like, he's always composed. Like, even when it looks like he's playing like garbage, he looks like he's fine. And I feel like sometimes Goff gets in his head. Like, you think he look calm, but he like a duck. Like, his feet just churning 1,000,000 miles per second underwater, just going crazy.
Do you think he's wearing an Apple Watch and he's like reading text messages while he's playing? And people yelling at him, "You're never gonna make it."
Yeah,
this is your last game here, Jared.
Like, I told you you were.
They're gonna be calling you Jared. Gone.
I told you you couldn't make it this far. You said you wanted to be Detroit's king, and you turned out to be the queen. And I feel like he got all that going on, and it's like, bro, you're fine. Like, stop. Just stop doing stupid shit. Just play the game. And I don't know. He got the tism. He got to work out his tism. When he gets real composed, I don't know if we got to Detroit rob him or something, but when he gets real composed in tough
Let
situations,
him
we'll
meet
be all right.
Eminem. You gotta let him meet him.
Yeah, he got me the old Eminem, like D12 Eminem, and he'll be all right.
Man, it was good hearing from you guys and your thoughts of this week.
Yeah, definitely. Great hearing you guys' thoughts as well. Um, everybody's got some really good insight on this. So, uh,
Cowboys suck.
well, this is Wildcard Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next
Hold on,
time.
wait. So I just thought about it because I just realized that on the index on Google search, this podcast comes up as a religious podcast because we believe in God.
That's great. All right, we out.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Peace.